And when coming to secondary antibodies, they are done in different hosts, and they are against there is quite a lot of secondary antibodies to choose from. One can be a little bit lost sometimes, but I will explain to you what is important. Here is a reminder how an antibody molecule looks like, and some antibodies are made to this FAB region, and the other ones are made to FC region or to a whole molecule, as it states here. And if you are having a primary antibody made in rabbit, of course, your secondary should be anti-rabbit. And why does it matter which secondary antibody you choose? Actually, they can have different sensitivity. And also, it is important that you use secondary antibodies in high dilution. Agrisera gold anti-rabbit can be used above 1 to 25,000 dilution, 1 hour incubation. You don't need to incubate longer with secondary antibodies. And we are so concentrated on when buying secondary antibodies on the amount of antibody in a vial. If it's 1 milligram or 5 milligrams, but it's actually not that what is important. It is important in what dilution you can use the secondary antibody, because if you can use it in high dilutions, 1 vial will last whole PhD. So it is important that you actually look at the dilutions, recommended dilutions of secondary antibodies. And now, see here, which secondary antibody would you choose for Western blot? We have gold anti-rabbit whole molecule. This is H and L, heavy and light chains of IgG, or this one which is adsorbed to minimum cross-reactivity to bovine, human, goat, mouse, rat, IgG. Also, think for yourself, which antibody would you choose for your Western blot, and I'll provide you with the answer. Actually, the first one is enough. The second antibody is adsorbed against all these different proteins, and these adsorbed antibodies are especially important to use in immunohistochemical studies, because the antibody preparation is passed through several columns to remove as much of cross-reacting antibodies as possible. But for Western blot, a simple gold anti-rabbit horseradish peroxidate conjugated antibody, if you use ECL detection, will be enough. And please remember, in the future, look at secondary antibody dilution. The price is not really, of course, that is important, but the dilution will tell you for how many assays you can actually use the secondary antibody.